You alright, everybody? Just a quick one. I was asked a bit of an odd question, so I thought I'd answer it. Have I got a Ridgeline kit? Yep, I do. It's part and parcel of me shelter kit, but I'll show you. Got 2 bags to it, and they're 2 little bungee loops. They're part of the setup. So this bag, pegs, this bag, Ridgeline cordage. Those 2 bags are looped together. Look, just wanted to click that onto that bag so it stays together. I'll empty these pegs out. This peg bag. Right, it's a peg bag. It's just a peg bag. A couple of different types of pegs because I go to different types of areas. There's some plastic ones in there. You've got to watch these in the cold. But they're quite good for soft, like sandy type thing in very soft underground. So some long plastic pegs. Two, should be 8 of these, 4, 6, yeah, 8 of those little lightweight Y pegs or T pegs, whatever you call them, just little lightweight ones. 8 of those little ones, and then I've got 4 major ground spikes or tank pegs. Right, you're going to probably say, "Cool, crikey, that's a lot of pegs," right? Or why do you carry them? I carry them for convenience. I can get away with just using 4 anchor points, but these smaller ones, they're handy for when I use my 3x3 top, because you can make all sorts of shelters, and I know how to do most of them, you know what I mean? So that's the pegs. That'll be the main part of the guy line. These here, prusik loops, toggled prusik loops. See that string there? On that string there was some little carabiner clips, not much load bearing, but they're DD carabiner clips and 4 toggled bungee loops and a bit of cord with loops in. I can use it, put it on trees and stuff. A couple of extra lengths of cordage. But that there is that's am steel. It's a couple of loops, just a couple of big loops like that. I can string up my hammock quickly with it. As ever, chem lights. So just more bits of cord, look. That's a shorter Ridgeline with a couple of bungee loops on. What was that? Just, oh yeah, these are guidelines. There's 4 of them in there. Get a bit messy, those guidelines, look. 4 guidelines, proper guidelines. Bit of proper paracord, not much, but I always like to carry proper paracord. And some more cord, so that's it basically. But I use these here. What I do is I set my tarp up, and I've got a jungle hammock which I sleep on the floor with, but I peg the net up in the summer, and that's what I use for those for. And they're handy for like putting you know that blue reflective blanket thing I've got? You can put that inside your tarp. Just click it to the Ridgeline, you know what I mean, or wherever. And it gives you that double skin. But generally go for bungees, to tell you the truth. But with bungees, you've got to be careful that they don't fling out and hit you. You know what I mean? Be careful with them. But that's not the ones I take. That's their spares. But bungees, big fan of bungees. So depending on what I'm doing, sometimes I won't use a Ridgeline at all. And you can see, look, that's a relatively, I think last year, probably been used about 3 times. Because where I go, I don't necessarily always have to use a Ridgeline, so I don't. I can bungee it down and use my basher poles or my walking poles. But I thought it was a good question actually. Have I got a Ridgeline kit? Yeah. I do carry pegs. This does come with me, you know what I mean? If I take my basher, my tarp, this is part of it, but I do carry pegs. You might think over the top. I'm in Scotland, sometimes it's dead hard, sometimes it's soft. Like I say, I can make different types of shelters with plenty of little pegs. And I always carry more cord. That's paracord, Amsteel cord, cheap cord, a couple of guy lines. That always goes in my kit. There's my Ridgeline kit. Thought it was a good question to ask.